I promised that we were going to dive into this podcasting setup, so here we are today. First, starting with this, the Redragon Zeus all-in-one gaming headset coming up. Welcome back to T3G. My name is Dalibor, and I share my journey in storytelling, including budget podcasting gear, just like this headset. Now, this is more than anything an impulse buy. If you recall, a few weeks back, we reviewed a microphone that is also by Redragon, and I did not like it. I thought it sounded too tinny and had issues. But because it was a purchase from Micro Center, they were super cool about just returning it. It was within a few days of me trying it out. So they were like, hey, here's the store credit. So I just went around and picked out something new. I did see this headset, and honestly, just because of the box weight, I was like, hey, this actually feels a little more substantial, so this might actually have something to it. And I also noticed that it's very much a clone of the HyperX Cloud 2s, which is one of the best headsets in the game, which I have downstairs, and I will be making a separate comparison video from the forks here on the ear cups, from the fact that it's got a removable microphone, as well as a modular cable which connects to both USB standard single port audio and dual port audio connections on any computer. I knew this had at least a chance of being decent. Little did I know, it's pretty great, actually. Now, before we proceed, I do have a quick unboxing video. It's rare that we do unboxings, but this unboxing experience definitely surprised me a bit, so check that out. All right, now, usually we don't do unboxings on this channel, and honestly, upon first opening this, I didn't think we would have to. And I think you can see why, right? You can see why I thought, oh, this is just the most cheapest box they could go with. Until I went ahead and opened the dang thing. And then it's a surprise. Then we've got a logo. We got a little box of stuff. We got another box of stuff. We have a fitted plastic mold for this headphones. Man, above board. It's got a really solid band size and really good noise isolation. Like right now I am super muffled to myself, and I am a loud talker. My wife will attest to that. If there's nothing else going on, I can barely hear that the fan is going above. The microphone is completely removable, so if you just want to listen to music, you can, but the microphone quality itself is really solid. And the reason that I'm not laved up right now, the reason that we are on the Rode Micro, is because this has a single port connection, which means it has a TRRS connection, and luckily within arm's reach I've got a converter. So we're going to plug this in directly to the camera so you guys can hear what it sounds like. I do want to point out this jack that you connect to is a pretty solid jack. It's not just something you're gonna like yank on. Like, I would definitely grab the plug itself. Don't play around with the cable. The cables themselves are also nicely braided, so they feel like a solid quality cable. Here's our conversion, and let's switch over. Now, I'm curious to see how this is going to sound on the camera itself. I got great quality out of this on my most recent podcast that I did, Panels on Pages. If you're a fan of comics, indie comics especially, you should check that out, link below. But I have not tested it with the camera, so this is going to be my first exposure to what it sounds like directly to the camera. Obviously, most people are not going to be using it in this specific scenario, but I did want to give you an experience of direct connection to see what it would sound like. Now, here we are pretty close. I mean, this is about as far as I'd get. The direct cable is pretty short. This is definitely for like a laptop scenario, whereas the USB cable I would say is probably double the length. The USB cable has volume control for the sound, and it has a mute and a mic mute button separately. So I think that's pretty interesting. If you just want to mute the audio, whatever you're listening to, whatever game you're playing, and hear your environment maybe a little better, that's kind of a nice feature. I would like for it to have the microphone volume controls like the Clouds do, but hey, this is, half the price, so I can take that loss. Now, besides the Clouds, which I got for about $70 on discount, friends and family, these were $50. These were the most expensive headphones I've ever purchased. If you've been around the channel for a long time, you know that I do not like to spend a lot of money on headphones. I will say, there is a difference. There is just no way around that. The Turtle Beach headphones that I bought for $25, I still don't believe they were worth $50 and $75 what they were originally. They did fall apart after a while. I feel like this is stronger built. There's just more metal involved, and I don't think this is gonna crack apart, and I don't think the wiring inside the actual ear cups is gonna disconnect itself, which is what happened to one of the Turtle Beach headphones. And I think that's primarily gonna be due to the fact that the cable is separate. So if I moving it around or whatever, I can unplug it and the ear cup cables are not getting jostled around. The comfort level is also next level. I mean, like, these pads are probably twice, if not 3 times the quality of the Turtle Beach headphones. So I honestly think this is worth the $50 price tag. Compared to the last headset that I reviewed, which was kind of an off-brand thing, these have much, much better cushion and much better comfort. Those actually eventually, even though in that video, and at that time it was true, they had not bothered me eventually, and I think maybe the padding just wore down over time for me. It just started becoming more annoying and more painful the longer I wore them. Whereas I did 2 podcasts in one day with these, so about 4 hours of just straight recording. No problems, none whatsoever. My only wish list item is to have fabric replacements for these leather ear cups, just because after 4 hours, my head gets sweaty and it's kind of gross. That is a feature of the HyperX Cloud 2s, which granted are double the price. Overall, this is a fantastic headset. I absolutely love the fact that I picked it up. It was really kind of on a whim. I already picked up the Clouds and I was like, hey, these really kind of look like them. Maybe they're, if they're marginally as good, I think it's going to be a good choice, and they definitely blew me away in the quality. I've got them linked down below. If I can find them on Amazon, I'll link a affiliate link down there as well, but I'll definitely have the Micro Center link. Not an affiliate with them yet. Call me. But that's really all I have to say for this one. If you have any questions, if you want me to test them with any specific actions or activities, please drop that in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.